Today we are taking you along the northern route to Huble Homestead here, just north of Prince George, of course, and it's a great day for hay. A great day to talk about the homestead with Crystal. Thank you for making the time.
Anytime.
Yeah.
We love it.
Do you like that? I think it is a great day on the homestead.
It's always a fine day at Huble Homestead.
There you go. You nailed it. You nailed it. Okay, this is the Huble original house. Talk to me a little bit about what we're standing in front of here. We're going to give you a little house tour today.
Yeah, so one of the features of Huble Homestead Historic Site is the Huble House.
Of course.
It is the oldest house in its original location in the regional district of Fraser Fort George.
Wow.
Built in 1912 by Albert Huble, for whom we call the homestead, obviously.
It's kind of crazy to think he built this way back then. It's multiple stories.
Well, it's special now because it's the oldest building in the region. It's been preserved. It has a lot of community support. But it was special in 1912 too because it is not the type of house you see here in northern British Columbia. Have you ever seen one like this here?
No.
No.
Maybe
that's because,
a couple provinces over.
That's because he moved to British Columbia and built an Ontario farmhouse.
Oh, there you go.
So you see lots of these in Ontario, built just before, probably through the late 1800s. He builds this in the early 1900s, where in Ontario you'll see them made of stone or brick.
Right.
He's using what he has, and so this one's made of wood.
Okay, the parlor, this is what this is called?
This is called the parlor, yes. So, first of all, let's remember that in the early 1900s, families on the frontier were not necessarily spending a lot of time inside. So you don't have super comfy furniture in here.
Yeah, there's no lazy boy.
No, Al Huble's not rolling in and kicking back at the end of the day. I mean, he's got a nice rocking chair that maybe he and his wife split timeshare on or something. But so we have a few obviously seating areas, but here is also where we have the family dining room.
Okay.
So this isn't necessarily the tour that the average visitor will get. Obviously, they don't get to come into the parlor. So let me talk about some things that what you also wouldn't hear on an average tour.
Okay.
So I really like to talk about the restoration process of the house.
Okay, yes.
History nerd. So some of the beams up here, for instance, these beams would not have been there originally, like the ones running along are, but these two cross pieces were installed during restoration of the Huble House in the 1980s because our society was faced with the question of, do you want people to go upstairs or do you want it to be 100% authentic? And our society decided that it was more important that people get to go upstairs, so we had to reinforce the floors. There's a few features of the parlor and other parts of the house that aren't actually super period. So, for instance, the piano here in the corner was not originally here in this house. However, it did belong to the Huble family. They got it essentially in 1919 when they moved to Prince George. Oh. It was one of the first things they bought. Yeah, you can lift it up. And
I don't play it, but.
Well, you can probably play it. However, it's not going to be in tune because it's in here all year round. And it was one of the first things that they bought when they moved to town. And I think we agreed to accept it as a donation because it belonged to the Huble family. We have rejected pianos for many, many years because they didn't have a piano here. But we feel that it actually speaks to the values of the Huble family who really prioritized that their kids learn music. So all of the Huble children learn piano on this piano.
Okay, what is this?
So this is the office. This is Al Huble's office. He had a little space in the house where he could do business paperwork, etc. So the feature of this room is the desk, which actually was Al Huble's desk.
Really? This is his desk?
This is his desk. And the reason we know that is because the family had diaries kept by Al Huble from 1909 to 1919, but 1911 was missing.
Oh.
And so when the park was about to open in 1989, we had a volunteer who was fixing up the desk a little bit. This is something that had essentially been sold to our society by a woman that had lived here for a while after the Hubles left. And he noticed one of the drawers wasn't closing properly. So he pulls it out, digs around, turns out the thing that's stopping it from closing is Al Huble's 1911 diary.
Come on.
I know.
Are you
Can you
kidding
imagine?
me?
So that's the one where
Wow.
Annie Huble and Ada arrive.
This is a big diary.
Yeah, it's pretty important.
Hard to ignore these stairs when you come up here, Crystal, but there's a story behind these?
Well, yeah, so people come here, they're like, oh, these stairs are really narrow.
Yeah.
But a lot of people from our area have been to Barkerville. You've been to Barkerville?
Yep.
You know, all the stairs there are also very small.
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah.
So everyone thinks that this is how they're intended to be. However, since this is a house built like an Ontario farmhouse, if you go to Ontario, they don't have stairs like this.
Oh, they don't?
They have stairs that are twice as wide. When they were restoring the house in the 1980s, they redid these stairs several times. One of the reasons is because they had done it like kind of one shot up, but then one of the kids said, because some of the Huble children were still alive at the time, said, oh, I'm sure there was a landing, because there was a painting on the landing and it was like a bear or something, and it scared her, and she would run past the painting, which was the landing, up the stairs. So then they rebuilt them to include a landing, which made them very narrow. However, I personally suspect that there were probably 2 stairs up from the parlor into like a sort of like a square landing where maybe the painting was. And then the stairs probably came up in one shot. There's rumors that they would rent out these bedrooms to travelers who wanted them, and the kids would just like get put into like the same bed. Sometimes they were sleeping in the attic, which means I think maybe the attic was more livable than it currently is. But then also there's a lot of people sleeping, like camping on the riverbank, and they don't need, these guys are traveling through wilderness for many weeks. They're not really expecting a very comfy bed. They can sleep out.
Yeah, they're just happy to see people and not the renting party. Okay, so if people wondering want to come check out Huble Homestead, you guys are open all summer long, some special days too.
Yeah, open every day, 10 to 5 till Labor Day weekend. You can get a guided tour any day. On event days, they're at special times, but on regular days, you can just ask for a tour. Or you can guide yourself.
There you go. Lots of resources online as well. We'll link it on our website, ckpgtoday.ca. And when you come here, don't forget to get your passport stamped as well for the Northern Roots program. Thanks so much for this, Crystal.
Thanks.